I would say, as much as we use that word illusion about this four-dimensional space-time material world, it is the reason the whole universe exists. So illusion is a very bad word. It leads people to believe it's not important, it's not real. I would say it's very real to the extent that it is the stage on which our drama unfolds as sentient beings coming to learn and teach in our evolution of consciousness and coming to know ourselves better. That is what is really going on here. And I think it's important to also stress that the supreme illusion, it's not even really a debatable point. It's kind of an interesting observation, but the notion of the supreme illusion is that as much as I sit here looking around at this world around me, and I witness all the things that are out there, and at night I can go out and look at the stars up in the night sky and think about this marvelous universe out there, never forget that what you're actually experiencing is a model within mind. None of all that out there has ever been anything more than something being put together deep in your mind of putting this world together. And that is a crucial, and that's why Karen and I point to that supreme illusion and talk about it in Living in a Mindful Universe, but I'm not even sure that we really conveyed it clearly to people what we're really talking about. It's never been anything more than something occurring within mind. And that's where the quantum physics is so stunning, because what quantum physics is really trying to show us is there's no objective external physical reality that is independent of the observing mind. That's the crucial distinction. So all of that out there has never been anything more than a mental model that relates to an information field. The reality, though, is that information field is not the physical universe. That's what quantum physics is telling us. It's an information field that has a lot to do with allowing us as sentient beings to grow, learn, and understand this universe more and more as we go along. That's what this is really all about. So that supreme illusion is in some ways kind of a misleading term, but don't lose sight of the fact that what it's really telling you is you've never experienced anything other than the inside of your own consciousness. And to some that might sound a little confining, but when you realize the entire universe is throughout all of eternity is within your imagination and your consciousness, I hope that's a little more liberating, because that's what's really going on, and that's where our free will truly comes into the picture, especially an expanded free will that's no longer slave to the petty issues of the ego and the linguistic voice and the limitations of that defining and limiting human awareness confined to a kind of materialist universe. We're now at a point where we can start to expand that tremendously and realize that evolution of consciousness that Teilhard de Chardin referred to, which I believe is the reason the whole universe exists, is just as that old saying, I guess it's real estate or what have you, that or politics, that all politics is local. Well, likewise, all evolution of consciousness throughout the universe is never anything more than the sum of the individual journeys of sentient beings trying to make sense of it all. And so to call this an illusion can be taken the wrong way.